dance, and some of them talk to us right now. Of course, they are the Ocean's 13 stars. It's celebrating its world premiere at the Cannes Film Festival. It's going to be out June 8, and joining us this morning, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Don Cheadle, Matt Damon, and the man who has to wrangle this whole group, producer Jerry Weintraub. It's great to talk to all of you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You do. Steven Soderbergh, the director, said once that it's half directing a movie, half dealing with a kindergarten class. You all just sounded like a class saying hello there. But Jerry, I want to start with you on something serious, because I know the publicity for the film and a number of the fundraisers that have been done have been for Darfur and for the mission that so many of you all have for helping in Darfur. Tell me, you got an announcement this morning? You got some money coming?
Well, yeah, we do. And I'm going to let George talk about that. But we had a wonderful fundraiser last night for Not On Our Watch project that we're all involved in. And these guys got me involved in it. And it's going very, very well. We have a tremendous amount of support. But I think George ought to talk about that and everybody else.
Well, we had a big night last night. We got, we raised a lot of money. The big surprise for us was Steven Spielberg donated $1 million last night. They really kicked us over the top and got us, what's the number now?
We're up to 9.2, I think it's
9.2 million.
Still climbing.
We're
very happy.
A lot of money, and it was a really great thing that he did. He's been very helpful with all of this. He's been, you know, he's working in China right now, and hopefully he's going to be able to help us have China have some influence on because of the Beijing Olympics on the policies in Darfur. But the $9.5 million is for the refugee camps, and we want to try and immediately affect some change and help some people survive through the next few months while we're there.
Well, that's an awesome achievement.
Goal.
That's fantastic. So much money, and I know that it continues, the work that you've done, because we've seen George Clooney going before the United Nations asking for more peacekeeping forces. Don Cheadle has testified before subcommittees, so the work is just beginning. Let me ask a little bit now about the reason you are there in Cannes, on the beach in Cannes. And I know behind you there are all sorts of paparazzi. All morning long we've been watching them pull up at the beach behind you and film from the boat. There they are, sitting right behind you in the boat right now as we talk. So let me talk about the movie. As I understand this very complex plot, right? You have to bankrupt a casino in Las Vegas, and you have to do it on opening night in a record amount of time, and the bad guy is Pacino himself. Mr. Cheadle?
That's pretty good.
Word has reached me all the way here in New York City, Times Square, that you do the ultimate Al Pacino imitation.
Oh, no.
Being that I've only studied the curse words that he does in his movies, the infamous blow-up scenes, I don't think it's appropriate for a morning audience.
That is a great event.
Good duck.
Good duck, Don.
You think I'm a pushover, Don Cheadle. I would, at least, I want to see the face. Give me a Pacino face.
You know, it's, if Al were here. That's about as far as I can go. I hear he has people in the streets, and I don't really want to get beat up by Al's henchmen. So.
Okay, Brad, some of you were in well, I think you're all in disguises of various kind, but we have yours to show everyone this morning. It's a little like Garth from Saturday Night Live. Is this the inner Brad Pitt? Are we looking at the true Brad Pitt?
I'm feeling a little older these days. I was trying to relive the glory days of Legends of the Fall. I failed miserably.
Well, feeling a little older, my understanding is that in this movie, it is Matt who has to go out and get the girl. Matt? So Brad is just—he's forfeiting now. He's out of that race.
Well, these guys are heading into their golden years, so it was really down to me to. And the girl in this case is Ellen Barkin, so we were really lucky to have her. She's another addition to this one, and she's just fantastic. So we had a lot of fun working on this one. I'm in disguise here in this scene with this nose. It's my contribution. I'd say, on behalf of all of us, we went deeper into our characters on this one than we did on the other two.
And
it was really, we did a lot of soul searching.
Yeah, and how deep would that be? You know, when you go deep.
So deep, so deep. It's really hard to describe.
I'm having
Below
trouble
the veneer.
Yeah.
coming out of character. I actually in the 3 films, I think I actually played 3 different characters. I'm not really sure what I did.
We don't know what he did either.
Yes.
It's somewhere in between those 3.
Well, speaking of your waning years, I want you to know, George Clooney, that we have read non-stop press. I'm not kidding. It's the headline all over Europe that you've had eye surgery.
Let me I just want to say
Help a brother out, will you?
that it doesn't show on film.
I mean, this
You really cannot tell unless you're
coming close.
you're coming close to kind of proximity. But it did an excellent job. And, you know, we should all support him on this.
And he only had one eye done. I mean, when they say eye, so it's just one eye. Just
Well, I figured I wanted to try it first.
yeah. Give it a test run. See how
I
it
take
does.
that as a denial, and I'll move right on. Okay, before I leave you, speaking of
Look
Complete
good.
confirmation.
speaking of Ellen Barkin, who is the girl, what a girl she is. I just want to read a quote for all of you so that you can know what she has said. She said she was so happy to be invited into this movie, so happy to be part of your party, and mostly so happy she hadn't slept with any of you.
That is a lie. She got a little drunk last night and can't.
Well, again, we
She
think,
thinks she slept with us.
yeah. I suppose Jerry Weintraub hasn't spoken up on this either.
No.
He's smart.
I love her.
All right. Well, again, we thank you all for being with us this morning. And before we leave, is there a shot of the beach there? Because somebody told me that there were a lot of guys out on the beach in Speedos, and so I assume that you all will be getting the spandex out and heading down the beach soon.
Heading that way now.
As soon as this interview's over,
Oh, there's Matt now.
there's Jerry.
No, that's a sea lion.
All right. I think it's time for me to make a graceful and not so graceful exit. Thanks again to all of you, all 5 of you.
right.
And
Thank you,
Thanks a
Diane.
lot.
again,
Thank you.
thanks so much, and congratulations. I guess that's the word on the money raised for Darfur. Coming up now, Sam Champion with